Greetings from Professor of Happiness. Today I am going to share with you something on career management. I am sure it is going to be a very interesting discussion and you will all love it. Love it because you have to spend roughly 30 to 35 years of your life in your careers. And I believe and I wish that you please enjoy your journey of your career. But if you want to really enjoy, the most important part of it is you need to really plan. So my question to all of you is, do you really need to have career planning in place? Career planning is very, very important because what I believe and what I feel that most of the people think that their career is going to be growing like this. It is going to be like growing like a straight line. But they have not even experienced what a career is. But their belief is that after doing their post-graduation or after doing their graduation, they are going to move like this. They are not aware or they have not seen or they have not experienced that when we talk about career, there is a lot of twist in the career, there is a lot of turns in the careers, and there are a lot of a lot of challenges in the career. So unless and until you are on that journey, you will never experience this. And therefore, I still need to ask that question to myself, is there a need to planning? The question is there a need for planning? Believe me, in spite of all the plannings, things can go wrong. There can be changes in the business environment, which we have recently seen during COVID-19 times. There can be a lot of changes, challenges, and problems in the career. But what is this planning and how this planning is going to help you? This planning is going to keep you motivated when there is a turbulence in the system. It will keep you or it will inspire you to stay motivated. It will give you a lot of energy because you have something in your hand. You have some plan in your hand based on your abilities, your interest, your skills, and your personality. So when we talk about real planning, it is not about just planning based on the external environment. It is also about based on you and your internal system. So career journey is all about connecting the dots from the world of work and the dots within you. So this career management is extremely important, and planning for this career management is even more important. And I would say that if you plan, probably you can reach to the top, but if you plan to fail, you have already decided to be failing or probably having a very mediocre life. So I wish that you plan your career, and let us see what are some of the confusions which really come in the way of planning and why people don't really plan. The question which comes in the minds of a lot of people is, my education has given me what? My education, say my 10th standard has given me what? So I don't know, should I continue as a science student, should I continue as an art student, or should I continue as a commerce student or as an engineering student? So I'm not sure about it. Why? So all this 10, 12 years of investment into education really doesn't answer this question. Then we do 12th. After 10th, probably we have been doing 12th. After that, we have been doing graduation. And after graduation, many of you are doing post-graduation. But in spite of doing all these things, what is happening? You are not getting the answer about what you want to do in your life. And that is the challenge. Since that challenge is there, this topic of career planning is so very important for you. When we talk about this career planning, we are not talking about today and tomorrow. We are also talking about 20 years from now, 25 years from now. Say probably at the age of 18, you complete your 12th standard. At the age of 21, you are a graduate. And probably if you do your post-graduation on a continuous basis or a continual basis, probably by the age of 23, 24, you are a postgraduate. But your career starts only say at the age of 24 or 25, and you have to spend at least another 25 to 30 years on the career journey. What really happens is, because you have started your journey based on your academic background, this knowledge, information, over a period of time it evaporates. In terms of changes, the business environment changes. In terms of skills, a lot of skills get changed. So a lot of things keep on changing. So what happens when you reach at the age of 30, 35, 40, close to 40, you get into a dilemma of what I need to do next. Then you start thinking of doing some more certification programs and all that, just to be with the competition, or you want to grow, or whatever you want to do. So what we are saying is, you can do everything, but what need to be done is, you can be into the type of, means I'm saying the type of work cannot change. Probably the sector can change, the field of work can change, but not the type of work. If you keep on changing the type of work, what will happen? You will never be an expert. I'm not saying you need to do repeatedly the same thing again and again, but I'm saying you need to do similar thing again and again. Then probably you become champion in that, and probably you become a leader in that area. Probably when we talk about type of work, I'll give you a simplest example, that you start your career journey as a sales executive, example, and then you become a senior sales executive, you become a sales manager, probably team leader, manager over a period of time, senior manager, associate vice president, and then all that. But what I'm saying, during this time, along with sales, you're doing some more activities like planning for incentives, planning for team management, report management, budgeting, all that, and then you are growing. So you're learning a lot of things, tricks of trade, but what you are still talking about business and business development. So if you are into that business and business development, it hardly matters whether you are doing this activity for pharma industry or you are doing it for automobile industry. If your industry is also constant, probably you become even bigger champion. But if you even change the industry over a period of time because of whatever reasons, probably you still are in the area of business development. But if you suddenly have to go into production or maintenance, then probably it is going to be altogether a different challenge. So this is where I'm saying that we need to understand in which type of work I'm going to fit myself. And can I have a field, or can I have that industry sector which is quite comfortable for me. So if I have understood these two very important parameters, half of the game in the area of career planning is already done. According to me, an unplanned career is equal to a mediocre life. Now, who is responsible for this? You will say, no, probably I did not do my academics well, or my teachers were not good, or my school was not good, and therefore probably I am leading a very, very average life, or probably a mediocre life. My question to you is, who is responsible? If you have, or probably if you are leading a mediocre life, believe me, you had planned your mediocre life, say some 20 years back when you were at the age of 24. At the age of 24, you never thought of planning. You never thought of career management. You never thought of career management processes. Or you never thought of that if I do this, what will happen after 10 years from now. So since we do not do all that, we'll end up into a scenario where we lead a very, very mediocre life. And then you start feeling very frustrated. Now mediocre life means you will always, comparison is again part of human life, and you tend to compare. When you tend to compare, it leads to unhappiness and then frustration. So if you want to avoid all this, I would request all of you to spend some time on yourself and then the environment part of it, and then start thinking of something called career planning and career management. Most of the career decisions, according to me, are based on two important parameters. One is, you hear from somebody else that this is good, and probably a lot of marketing is being done for that kind of career. So you choose that because you are hearing about that career. Second is because whatever is convenient to you, choose that. So careers cannot be built upon convenience and marketing effort of somebody. You will have to check yourself. You will have to check the suitability of the person you are, and then you decide about your career. Don't go to select a career based on because somebody is saying, no, data analytics is very good, but you may not be good into data. Somebody says that you are good in sales, and because of somebody saying that, you can't join sales. So you will have to understand that what you are, what is your natural preference, what is your natural capability, and based on that, if you really plan your career, it is going to be very, very meaningful. Parents, I know, they do not have time, and I'm not saying they cannot find time, but even they are not aware of this. Since they are not aware of this, they believe, or they go by convenience, or they go to somebody who will just give them some inputs and they would decide on that. So it is very unfortunate that you start planning for a very, very mediocre career. So again, look into it, think over it, and spend some time on career planning. Career decisions. Do you feel career decisions are very, very small decisions? How much time do you really spend on your career decision? What I have normally seen, people spend roughly 10 to 15 minutes or maximum half an hour or maximum a day for a decision which is going to allow them to spend roughly 40 years or 35 years of their life. For that kind of life or for that kind of journey, you're only spending, say, roughly 24 hours or 48 hours. Is it enough? This is where people need to realize that this is a very, very crucial decision. This is a very, very critical decision of life, and they need to be extremely, extremely serious about it. This requires seriousness. This requires a lot of information. This requires a lot of decision-making ability. This requires a lot of understanding about a person. And then probably you have all the tools in place. If you use all that, I'm sure probably your decision will go right, and probability of you being more successful in your career journey is going to be very, very high. So please make a point that when you make these career decisions, they should not be in a hurry. They should be meaningful. You should put enough of inputs so that you make a very, very meaningful decisions for your life, for your career. 78% of the students do not know what they want to do in their life. This is not me who is telling. This is a research which has shared this information. And most of the students have made their decision based on convenience or because of the peer pressure. So, is this peer pressure going to help you in your life? How much peer pressure you can take? So, you need to really understand that whether you should take that peer pressure at all, or it is better that you go to some counselor, somebody who is really knowledgeable in this area and probably guides you, instead of talking to your peers or getting into that everybody is doing engineering, I need to do engineering. Everybody is doing medicine and I need to do medicine, or probably everybody is doing data analytics, I need to be into that. No. It won't help. It won't help. So my request to all of you is, don't go by peer pressure or by the methods of convenience and comfort. Struggle, means get into that system of identifying what could be beneficial for you, and not today, but 25 years from now, 30 years from now. I'm going to tell you a simple scenario. Suppose if you are blindfolded, can you really move? Can you really tell me in which direction you are going to go? Can you tell me how high are you going to fly? When you are blindfolded, you don't know anything. Similarly, when you are making a career decision, and if you make that decision blindfolded, you know where you are going to reach. Probably you may reach nowhere, or even if you reach, probably you don't know where you have reached, because you are anyway blindfolded. My request to you is, your parents have they have vision, your seniors or probably your professors, your counselors would have a lot of experience in the industry, or probably they would have done a lot of studies about careers. So please reach them and probably make a well-informed decision about your career. Why I am talking about well-informed decision? Because this world of work is looking for a lot of things from you. They are looking for things like honesty, discipline, punctuality, communication skills, critical thinking, analytical thinking, and you go on and on and on. And they expect everything to be there in every person. World of work is like that. But can we really have everything in place? No. So what you need to do is, you need to identify what you are good at. So probably you could be good at communication. You could be good at designing. You could be good in innovation. You could be good in logical thinking. And I'm sure everybody is good at something or the other. But what you are good at or what you are best at is very, very important for you to identify. And for that, you need to check, or probably you need to use some tools to help you identify that you are best at this. When your decisions are probably informed, when you know that you are working on your best of your abilities, then the outcome will be that you are a happy person. But if you struggle all through your life doing something which is not coming naturally to you, what will happen? I need not tell you. It is going to be unhappiness. It is going to be frustration in life. And to avoid this, I think that you need to work for some solution. So my question to you is, do you have some solution in place? What is the solution? So do we have a solution for career planning? My question to all of you is, do you have your own solutions? Number one. Second, do you feel that your learning abilities are different than your friends? Question number three, do you feel that what motivates you motivates your friends? I doubt. I also have a question that whatever interests you, do you feel same thing is going to be interesting your friends also? I really doubt. Because you are unique, you are different, and since we are different, there is no need to be following our friends blindly. No, you need to think that what you are, you need to be working with your abilities, with your interest, with your skill set, with your personality background, with your cultural background. Probably it could be very different for your friend. All the best, and I want you to find that sweet spot of your career. Thank you.